McDonald's work, Dad? Yeah, I know, mate. I've asked him to just fuck off and go in with someone Rooster tails, you're like an outboard.
You deserve a medal for this.
Well, not we're on
So excited to the others that are helping.
look at us deserve. Well, you see, part of the issue is, mate, if you have a look here, it curls up at the gutter.
Oh, it's so terribly designed, yeah. It just shouldn't be a problem, should it?
No. Put it this way, we've got a lot more water off than what's going on since we've been doing it.
Yeah, that's a fail. I mean, it's worth doing.
I tell you what, I didn't think I'd be fucking sweat. I knew I'd be getting wet though. I didn't think it was going to be fully sweating though. Yeah, how's mum and dad, mate? Yeah. Yeah, it must be the weather for it because my grandmother passed away. No one there, all the priests. All passed away. better.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, it's got to be for the amount of water that was swimming off in the last half hour. Yeah, I didn't mean to stop around 1, 2, so yeah, it's only a slight miss.
Force up the vibes.
Just the vibes.
Just while waiting for the guys to come out, just be close by here. There's another room there if you want this. And we just get it off the pitch into the drain. There, keeps on building up.
That's so funny. I can't be.
Well, the problem that I've got is you have a look here. See the water. I mean, the water we're getting off now is basically running down to this point because it's not raining this much anymore. So.
Hello everybody and welcome to KG5 for today's basically the only match of the NPL today, considering this wonderful Tasmanian weather we have today. My name is Zach Peace and I'm here today calling the South Hobart versus Kingborough match, which was originally at South Hobart at 2 o'clock, but the kickoff's been pushed back by half an hour. Obviously South Hobart fresh off their match on Wednesday night against South Melbourne, where they unfortunately lost 2-1. I was at the game and I thought South were maybe a little bit unlucky not to at least come away with a draw there. They were very much in the contest and had some terrific chances to potentially take away that match. I suppose this is one of the beauties of having a synthetic field here in Tasmania. We can play a few more games here, which is great, and it does mean that there won't be too many catch-up rounds coming forward, but the weather will obviously be a massive factor today, and if anything, it could potentially improve the standard with the ball able to zip across the synthetic grass a little bit quicker than as it would if it was on grass. So I'm very much intrigued to see how this one plays out. South Hobart coming to this game obviously first on the table on 36 points with a pretty hefty lead over second place. In their last 5, they drew against Devonport last weekend, 2-2. And before that, they'd beaten Riverside, Clarence, Lonnie United and Lonnie City. And Kingborough equally is in nearly as good form, with a 4-1 win last week against Clarence. They beat Lonnie United, lost to Lonnie City, and then they beat Glenorchy and Riverside. Very intriguing match we have here today. Noah Mees obviously in great form, 6 goals in 4 games, and South Hobart very much a sum of its parts, with lots of talented players on their list, and an interesting kickoff theory here. We've got all bar one player not back there, the running routes on the left-hand side, and it's a long ball there to Eli Lutmer, who gets across there in typical Eli Lutmer fashion. I'll just quickly run you through the starting 11s today as South Hobart looks to retain possession. For South Hobart, starting in goals is Nick O'Connell. Starting at right back, Adam Gorry, Mushi Kokobu, Jacob Lancaster. Is Gorry now in a decent position, takes a touch, looks to cross, no one there at the back post. And just continuing the starting 11 here for South. Sam Berezinski, Nick Morton, Austin Yoss, Harrison Oates, Patrick Aul, Eli Wright, who came off the bench in the match on Wednesday night, and Alfred Hess, who also came on to play. Most notably was Kobe Kemp, who's not playing in today's game. He's staying in the stands with me here today as South Hobart look to get in the box. Chance, and a little flick off, and it's a goal! I think Harrison Oates has the last touch there. Thought he might have been in offside position. He looked to have potentially taken a little nick off that as it goes into the bottom corner, but wow, that's 1-0. South with some great possession early in some very attacking areas. I wouldn't mind watching that one back at some point, but I feel like the South Hobart attacker there in Oates was in a pretty forward position and obviously put off the keeper, who is Kawano for Kingborough, and I haven't even read the Kingborough starting 11 yet, as Greg Downs plays the long ball. So for Kingborough, we've got Kawano in goals, McShane, Greg Downs, Kim Hyun Min, Max Polera, Noah Mees, Eli Lutmer, Rowan Pitt, Hugo Schwartz, Ryan Cook and Max Romero. Now, South Hobart with this early lead. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Schwartz struggles to bring that one down, finds Pitt out wide. Little pull of the shirt there by Berezinski. Today's referee looks like it's Nathan Code out there. Gorry now looks to play along. Very direct. And it's just putting the ball over the bar there. I think today, as much as I said less than 5 minutes ago that the ball will probably fizz around, I feel like the long ball might be the best way to play today. And you can already see South Hobart are looking to play quite direct. And it's the centre-back pairing of Eli Lutmer and Hugo Schwartz. Two very good ball players in their own right that could easily be playing in a centre midfield position. Keeper now, Kawano, looks to go long. No, he's using his height nicely. Pitt can't quite get on it. Berezinski picks up the ball, finds Gorry. Gorry now on the left. Just misses out on that one. South now. Berezinski tries to find Oates on the right-hand side there. Well picked up by Cook, who's got time. Plays wide. You can already see from some of these passes, the ball's managing to pick up a lot of water. As Kingborough now try to retain possession. Lutmer picks up. Finds McShane wide. Positive first touch. Romero there through the middle. South look to be set up in a pretty similar formation to how they did on Wednesday night. 4-4-2. Nick Morton obviously happy to drop off into those deep areas if need be. This time it's Alfred Hess starting at centre-back as the ball's given away there by Polera. Well brought down by Downs. Lutman now picks up. And I think we'll be seeing a lot of this today. Well brought down by Pitt. Finds in the middle. Good retention here by Kingborough. Finds Hugo Schwartz out wide. Finds Hyun Min. Out wide to Cook. Cook to Polera. Back to Cook, who looks to play long. Now, I don't think Noah needs to be wanting to do that too many times today. I think he'll be wanting the ball to his feet where he can. As I said before, coming into this game with 6 goals in 4 games. Obviously, some of those goals have been against some of the weaker oppositions in the NPL, but you still have to score them. Well picked up by Oates. Who also came off the bench. Gorry brought down out wide. Just took his legs out a little bit there, Cook. Nothing too untoward about that one. Gorry, who was the set piece taker for most of the corners and free kicks for South on Wednesday night. I would be curious to know if guys did think his corner to Kobe was a good one, or if it was just Kobe's fine effort managing to whip that bicycle into the bottom right-hand corner. Crowd obviously a couple of thousand less than what it was on Wednesday night. It's not the best day for spectators as Gorry brings the ball in. Decent ball. Lutmer clears. Berezinski, top of the box. Finds Yost. Yost takes a touch, drives it in low. Morton on it. Oh, well parried away there by Kawano. Gorry in wide position. Finds Berezinski. Nice little flick. Good chance. Just over the bar there. Kikobo. It's a lovely little dink in there. Those ones are always so dangerous. Just changing the angle of it slightly. And a nicely chipped in ball, and you could hear on the effects mics there. South Hobart coach Mouth Clark pretty happy with that ball in. Keeper Kawano. I'd imagine for most of today, the keeper's probably going to look to go along where they can, just to take a bit of pressure and relief their centre defenders. Pitt brings the ball down. A little bit of push and shove there. Nice second efforts there by Pitt. He's not happy about that one. It's the ball. Just for a second, Harrison Oates thought he had a little sniff there, but not quite. As Cook's now released on the left-hand side. Finds Poller up. Looks to switch. Pitt. One-on-one. Got a bit of space. Slightly touched. And now for a corner. Kingborough's turn now to have the ball in a pretty advanced position. Eli Wright starting at left back today. I think he's replacing Toby Mayman, who probably didn't have his best of games on Wednesday night. Obviously the second goal for South Hobart was caused by a little error at the back there. Crossed in, nice and high. Knees on it. Cleared away by O'Connell. Top of the box, Downs. And looks to be a play down there. You can see the centre back in Kobo there. I think it was a little bit of a touch between one of the Kingborough attackers and the South Hobart centre back there. Obviously never easy falling down on a synthetic field. A little bit harder than your Darcy Street grass. Hope he's okay here. He's obviously one of the better performers for South. And they were really impressive with the way that they tried to play the ball out, especially with that high press from South Melbourne in that second half. And centre midfielders also been given a lot of trust to be able to play out from the back when the ball's zipping into their feet, creating as much space as they can to break forward. He's back on his feet now as the South trainers out there. Probably 150, 200 in the stand here. As Max Clark calls his team over just for a quick chat. Obviously be very happy with this early 1-0 goal. Interesting to see the replay of this one. And very much a contender for goal of the week, considering there hasn't been any games played so far this week. Interesting to see if there's any more today. Coaches here doing a great job of using their hands to try and get a reaction out of their players, especially Kingborough's coach there. I must apologise, I'm not sure of his name. I'll just have a quick look. John Finch. Alright. Runs back up. In wider areas as Kobo looks to play long. We'll be seeing that a lot today, where balls that would usually whip over the top, probably falling a little short with a waterlogged ball. It's a nice build-up from Kingborough. Well cleared by Gorry. Little hands in the back. That's okay. Finds Oates, who's probably going to use his pace here. Well, a little agricultural there by Cook. Brings down Oates. I don't feel like Code's going to bring out a yellow card here. Obviously it was a little late and Oates was away, but you do have to account for the weather here today. It's obviously going to be a few late challenges where players who would usually get to the ball might potentially bring down a player by accident. I'm not saying that Cook did do that by accident there. I think he did mean to bring down Oates, but I think that's the right decision there by Code. Gorry now, just short of halfway. Whipped in with a bit of pace. Cleared away by Hyun-Min. Wide to Poller up. Seems to be playing on that left-hand side, despite looking like he's a right footer. Probably look to cut in, I would have thought. Nice build up from Kingborough. Romero through the centre there. Kingborough now set up with a midfield three. Downs looking like he's the deeper of the three centre midfielders. Pitt definitely out wide on the right. Me's obviously up top. Pitt will obviously look to use his pace today. There's a lovely turn there by Yost. Looks to play wide. Finds right. Nice 1-2. Right. Don't think he's naturally left-footed. He'll probably look to come back on his right. Well defended there. Good work by McShane. Does well to keep the ball. Very nicely done. Finds Yon Min. Looks to find Mees. Once again, the ball just falling short. As you can see, it's very wet out there. Ayul tries to bring the ball down. Morton, top of the box. Shot. Follow in. And it's 2! Oh, the commentator's curse. Patrick Ayul following that one in. Just offside. Very close there. Love to watch that one back. Maybe a little make-up call for the first one. Hard to know. You probably take every decision on their merits. Mees looks to flick on. Finds Morton. Let's go back to that first save. That's a great save by Kawano there. Obviously the ball's skidding on. Oates tries to take on Cook. Very wet out there. Cook does a great job. Obviously a very composed player. A lot with Clarence over the last few years. I think might have even captained them in previous years. Hess. Play forward, ball given away. Downs. He'd be used to playing in these sort of conditions. Spending a fair bit of time in the UK. Well cleared away by Wright. Bit of heavy strapping on that right knee, which was also there on Wednesday night. Just going to see what Kingborough do from the throw here. Mees looking like he's in a position where he might look to flick it on. Pitt in the box as well. Plays short. And Shane looks across. He's pretty disappointed with that one. As the ball rolls out. To give some credit to Jacob Lancaster. I thought he was really good on Wednesday night. Obviously playing against an NPL 1 team from Melbourne, the standard's going to be a little bit higher, and him and Kukobo were never really under too much pressure, and we're happy to keep the ball, retain it, play side to side, use their midfielders even when they're under pressure. You can already see Kingborough to probably set in, not looking to press too far forward. Right, picks up onto his preferred right, just tries to slip the ball in. Picked up there by Kawano. He plays Downs. Down. South not pressing. Do you hear the call there? Paddy goes, and he does. Finds Mees, flicks on. Pitt does well. Clark nearly making a challenge there himself. He was so close to Rowan Pitt there. Nice strong challenge there by Lutmer. Ayul's there on the ground there. Might have copped a little bit of concrete as he slid across the synthetic grass. So tried hard on Wednesday night, did Ayul. Nathan Code. Just reminding him to fix up his shoe before coming back on. Schwartz tries to find Collar up. Good contest there by Schwartz. Well cut out. Gorry in advanced position. Yost is open at the back if he can find him. Ooh, just off the crossroads there. Oh, poor clearance. Yon Min. Tidy turn in the wet. That's really nice. Lutmer. Oh, lovely build up there by Kingborough. McShane. Finds Romaro. Just brought down. The ball just seems to be staying in a little bit. Pitt does well. Finds McShane. Gets it to Downs. Downs to Lutmer. Lutmer plays long. Pretty disappointed with that one. He had his fellow centre back in Schwartz just on his left-hand side, and they did have numbers out that left-hand side as well. Lancaster, wide to Gorry. Typical Gorry fashion. Tries to slide it down the wing there. Schwartz picks it up. Former Olympia product. Finds Lutmer. Kingborough happy to retain. It's pretty poor there by Romaro. Code now just has a little chat to Ayul. Something about his undershirt or So not happy about something a bit earlier. And he's hidden behind the pole, so I can't tell you what's going on. Sorry, guys. Yep, looks like a bit of bling there. Still wearing his necklace. Morton flicks on. He's the keeper. See now, roughly 15 minutes in. A few of those passes aren't quite getting to the areas that they should. Slowing down with this really heavy surface. Kawano goes long. Hess, free head. Flicked on by Oates. Finds Ayul. Schwartz. Good contest. Lutmer picks up. And especially on this right-hand side, you can just see the amount of water that's kind of caught up on the ground. Ayul. Downs up his behind. Nice turn there by Wright. Looks inside. Elects not to. And the water. A bit of inexperience there by Wright. Straight through a puddle. As you can see with this KG5 oval, it kind of shapes away in some areas. So water's obviously going to get caught up on the side. Morton picks up, finds Yost. Yost looks to shoot. A little bit of whip on it. Well cut out there by Kawano, the Kingborough keeper, who has been busy. Probably 7 or 8 saves so far. Nice contest by Birazingsi, going up as the much smaller man against Mies. Nice turn by Hyung-min. Lovely touches. Mies is open. Can he find him? Just can't quite get over the top. But once again, it's that longer ball that's falling short because of this rain. Easier pass might have been Mies now. As Oates has space. Yost at the top. McShane looks to win it. Yost back to his preferred right. Little shove. Shane will be disappointed by that one. Yost facing away from the goals and just a minimal touch in the back, and typical Yost style goes down nicely and wins the free kick in a really dangerous area here for South. Now, considering this weather, you'd like to see Gorrig whip this one towards that back post, maybe bouncing just in between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot. Let's see if he can get a bit of whip on this one and try and bend it in that bottom corner. There it is. Great area. Morton. Goal! 2-0 South. And no offside this time. Corey with a lovely whip ball in just into that danger zone between the 6-yard box and penalty spot. And Nick Morton, as he has done for years and years, flicks that one into the corner. 2-0 South Hobart. And the South fans are up and about now, 2-0 up. Kingborough, probably yet to have a chance that you can write home about. Had a corner earlier from an O'Connell save that looked like it was going wide. But they've got a lift now. Where's it going to come from? Hit. Still go wide. Ball doesn't quite slow down. Just trying to find a bit of territory here, Kingborough. You'd like to see him have a bit more possession. Just try and put South under a bit more pressure in this first matchup today. Schwartz looks to play long. Finds Samara in the back. A little soft, but same decision as the one at Yost. Romaro just didn't go down like Yost did, but exact same scenario. Kingborough obviously like themselves some set pieces. 3 players well over 6 foot in Lutmer, Schwartz and Mies. See if they can put O'Connell's goal under a bit of pressure here. Fair point here by Downs. Yost is very close, and without even being asked, he's taken a few steps back. Downs, former South Hobart player, whips it in. O'Connell confidently comes, double fist away there. Yost. Maybe not quite the weather for a little flick like that, but Yosty does have that flair. South Hobart have a throw in here, right. Finds Kikobo. Does well in these conditions, play a nice first time pass. A bit of composure. And that's a lovely ball on the left. Gorry now with a bit of pace. Tucks inside. Bit of a gap here. Can he find a teammate? McShane can't quite clear. Oh. Don't know if that one's a goal kick there. I feel like it came straight off the keeper there, but that's all right. Goal kick. Another good chance for South Hobart, though. Well, just getting away from Harrison Oates. He was in a very dangerous position. I'm sure if he had his time again, he would have liked to have buried that one. Okay. Butler, happy to pick the ball up. Hale not letting the ball go across to the other Kingborough centre back there. Butler hasn't been too consistent with his long balls so far. See, everyone's pass completion rate's going to be down a little bit in these conditions. Just like to see him do a little bit more with the possession that they've had so far. Morton flicks on. Butler picks up. Sees his keeper under a bit of pressure. Nicely cleared. Lees brings down nicely. Good first touch. Can they look to go left? Oh, not happy on the left-hand side there, and I think he's got every right to be. There was plenty of space on that left-hand side. Kimber really feeling the pressure right now from South Hobart, whose press has been very high and very quick as well. Obviously full of confidence knowing that they've just come off a terrific match against South Melbourne. When you're playing against a team with high pressure like this, it can be often be quite difficult to even find those simple passes when the game feels like it's moving a lot quicker than what it is. And Kingborough obviously feeling the pressure right now. As you can see Gorry there either powering up or getting rid of the water underneath. Just to play long now. Lofted it in. Kerbo tries to flick back in, and now for a goal kick there. Up to around 22, 23 minutes in. South Hobart 2-0 up. Nearly 3-0 up if it wasn't for that offside call on the far side there. Patrick Hale following in a Nick Morton shot. Called offside. The first goal, it was Harrison Oates that got on the end of it. It looked like he might have been offside as Pitt picks the ball up. He's got some space out left. Gorry maybe a little out of position. Beats one, goes to the left-hand side. On the left. Nice save there. Nick O'Connell, who despite being under a lot of pressure from the South Melbourne fans on Wednesday night, can hold his head high. One of the better performers for South as well. Play along. Hale. Lutmer. Nearly brought down. Didn't want to use the keeper. Lutmer gives the ball away. Hale. Well cleared there by Schwartz. Finds Yost, top of the box. McShane. Doesn't fall for it, but Yost does well. Dangerous spot. He'll shoot here. Oh. That was very nearly in the bottom corner there. Right in line with the camera. You guys would have seen that one. Nearly whipped into that bottom right-hand corner. Just a metre to the left, and that's 3-0 South. There's the iconic Richard Bladel yell from the South Hobart faithful. Mono, one to Mees, who hasn't used his feet many times so far this game. A lot of heading on and chesting down. Hale brought down. Morton picks up. No advantage called. There's a long advantage there by referee code. It's usually 3 seconds. I felt like it could have been 4 or 5 there, but obviously a free kick. Just waiting to see if Morton had to pull the trigger there. Now there's 3 or 4 South players all lining up to want to take this one. Curious to see who gets on the end of it. Moving into the 26th minute now. Morton. Looks like it's him. feel like Yost has maybe got something to say about that, though. All right, 4-man wall. These sort of conditions, you want to keep it low, bounce just in front of the keeper. Bottom right-hand corner. See what Morton can do with this one. Goes high and over the bar. Pretty disappointing in what was a lovely position there for a free kick for a right footer. Still in the centre area, just on the left-hand side. It's going to be hard with the ball heavy and hard like it is there. Wano, he's gone long 9 times out of 10 so far. He's just on the halfway line. South done a good job of basically putting 2 men on Mees every time. Yost does a good job of edging Mees under the ball there. Tries to beat McShane, who does well. Right, back to South Hobart centre-back pairing there. Lancaster tries to find Yost. Rain slowed the ball down. But Murray and Shane kind of getting in the way of each other there. Nice ball at the top. Gorry. Goal! South Hobart's right back. Adam Gorry, who doesn't score many. A tidy finish into the bottom left-hand corner there. Kingborough really disappointed with that one. Not the best of balls in there by Yost, but into a dangerous area. Young Min sliding to clear the ball, and it falls to Gorry at the top of the box, who buries it nicely. South Hobart 3, Kingborough 0. We're in the first half an hour today, and what is likely to be the only matchup in the NPL in the south. Butler, long again. Right, he's been busy. They've looked to go down the right-hand side. Pitt picks the ball up. Mees, bit of space. Did he follow it in? Cholera. Just watching the ball there. Just shows where Kingborough's at right now. Cholera with a bit of space. South Hobart left, kind of just waiting for someone else to clear it. And if he hadn't been able to bring that one down, like, had a great chance for Kingborough. To go now in this first half. Lutmer bravely leaves the ball. Oates coming across on that right hand side. Lutmer, who's played a lot of football here, former Glenorchy Knights player. Obviously trusting the role of KG5, forgetting how wet it is. Free head. Back down to Morton. Picks up. Onzeil tries to flick on. Lutmer. Squeeze away again. Just wonder now if Kingborough can potentially make any adjustments at half time. Let's see. South Hobart full of confidence, as they should be. A bit of space. I just wonder there, Kingborough's midfield, there are 3 through there, and Morton drops off and there's a massive hole. No communication there between the centre-backs in the midfield from Kingborough and Morton, who always drops into those deeper spots. Didn't quite drop down. Gorry. Nice strike there by Gorry. Min. They've got a 3-on-2 here if they can get it out to the left. Pitt runs. Great recovery run there by Wright. Fantastic tracking there. Pitt, who's had a lot of touches and will be disappointed with how that's played out. Great recovery there by South Hobart though. Downs, plays to the corner. Romaro chases after. Right, probably a little tired after that heavy run he just had. Gives away a throw and really close to a corner there for Kingborough. I just wonder if Pitt maybe could have released on the left-hand side there rather than running with the ball. The famous goal quote of the ball can run faster than you can. McShane flicks wide. Romaro, an offside position there. Connell, I think he'll come over and take that one. How wide it is. Okay, happy to take it. Hope he can get it well over halfway and it doesn't fall to a Kingborough player who could potentially get a quick shot off. Connell, on defence. A little push in the back there by Earl. Downs always happy to throw his body weight around. The vintage centre defensive midfielder is Greg Downs. Kingborough set up here. We've got 6 players all very deep and there's no one up there. As they now decide to send Lutmer and Schwartz up there. Downs on it. We're going to see if he can get it to a good area considering this weather. And does. Mees looks to flick on. Nice chance there by Kingborough, but Connell not really under too much stress. As looks like a Kobo on the ground there. Potentially might be something to do with when he went down in that first 10 minutes or so. Also played 90 minutes on Wednesday, so considering the scoreline, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Clark decides to bring off his star centre-back. It's been an absolute weapon for him this year. The ankle, I think, maybe the foot. Saw him pointing towards it there. The South Hobart trainer physio. Just be moving very gingerly there. Just looking at the bench today for South, we've got Ollie White, usually a centre mid. Alex Walter, Toby Hyman, Rex Maddock and Thomas Cordell. Could be Hyman that comes on potentially. Yes, happy to go into that deep position as one of the more senior players in this South Hobart squad today. Right, nearly gives the ball away. Hobo seems to be moving okay now. Maybe a little ginger. Definitely favouring that left foot. And Oates can't quite bring that one down. Yost with a half press. Wano very composed there, happy to sort of sensing that Yost didn't really want to go after that one. Could give him the ball away there. Finds Oates. Picked up by Hill Min. Ball away. Morton wide to Gorry. Gorry, lovely cross in. McShane, nearly off the hand there. Pitt's gonna use his body there. Does well. Keeps it. And Wright does well to win the ball back there. Just to find the top of the box. Couldn't quite get it away. Lutmer sliding in with the studs. Wins the ball though. Yost. Whipped in. Oates with a bit of space. Oh. Centre backs kind of clattering into each other there. .35 minutes in. Mees tries to flick on. Pitt picks up. Misses his man through the middle there. Oates also misses his man. So the heavy legs of playing in the rain, plus the game on Wednesday night, maybe could influence this game a little bit, but right now Kingborough are really struggling to string together passes. It's kind of a bit too reliant on the long ball, so they give the ball away again. Berezinski. Some space out left. Schwartz finds Lutmer. This is his man again. Hess picks the ball up. Yost tries to flick it over. Lutmer does well. Pitt brings down. Finds Romaro. This is Hyun Min. Cook, who's been in some good positions. I'm surprised they haven't looked to use their left back a bit more. Who is no stranger to playing a little bit higher up the park as well. Pitt. Not the best of passes by Pitt there. Putting his teammate McShane under a lot of pressure. Kingborough win the ball back. Shane, can they look to switch out? Mees brings it down to Pitt. Back to Mees. Just getting in their own way here. Body language there from Mees. He's not impressed with his centre midfielder there, who just happened to get in the way. Shane now. Clears straight to Bierzynski. Hess picks up. Finds Morton wide. Sotail. Nice bit of retention here from South. Now, like right maybe to recycle the ball there. And a tough pass to try and find the centre striker there. Downs. Brings it down to pull up. Plays long to no one. Gorry brings it down. First touch was good. Second touch not so good. Finds Cook. Just wonder if Downs is maybe a little too deep at times as well. I feel like he's on the feet of his centre backs and not really giving them a chance to pick the ball up and move forward. Obviously, CDMs are meant to be quite deep, but I feel like he can maybe just step up slightly and give his centre backs a bit more space to be able to move the ball forward. And as the ball goes out there, I think it's Gorry on the ground who was cleaned up by Noah Mees, who's probably 20 kilos heavier than him. No offence, Goz. Nice 50-50 challenge there by Mees and Gorry. He's obviously getting there first, but just collecting South Hobart right back there, who scored South's third goal about 15 minutes ago. South well and truly on top here. Moving towards the 40th minute now. And a couple of stoppages. As I discussed earlier, the wet weather makes it a little harder to sometimes pull out of challenges. And it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Always know it's a wet day when you can barely see the Derwent Entertainment Centre to our left. You can't see the showgrounds over the back either. Many games today obviously getting away. South's game in the WSL, which was also the match of the round against Kingborough, being called off. And the kickoff between Clarence and Glenorchy also being called off. And I bet you all the players are happy about that one. Wentworth Park on a wet, windy day will not be the best of places to be. I'm sure that one will be played midweek at some point. Gorry's now back to his feet and will look to come back on in the next 30 seconds or so. Cook taking the throw in about 15 metres in front of where it went out. As well. Hale putting on a bit of pressure, just cleared away. So again, nice South are pressing that. Not a full press, but when they do, they're cutting out any options to play the ball back through the centre and kind of forcing him to go down the line, which is just causing the ball to be turned over time and again. Very well set up here today, South. Gorry, Oates, and it goes out. Now, South well set up down the line again. Hess wins the ball. They retain possession now. Cobo. Back to O'Connell. Let's find Lancaster. Opposite against it. Now plays. Plays long now. Lutmer. Great header there. Finds his left winger. Slips in Mees. Mees, good first touch. On his... Just can't quite get the power behind it. Did have a bit of a feeling about it though, that chance. He's obviously got one of the more powerful shots in the competition. Feel like he could have maybe done a little bit more with that one. Cobo now finds Gorry. I'd love to skidding ball there into his chest. Plays it back to his centre back. One of the longer 1-2s. Finds Yost. Tries to find Gorry, who diverted his run. And Kingborough in a good position here. Muro can't quite make something out of nothing. Yost tries to beat McShane. Lancaster in a rather advanced position there. Throwing in a step over for the fans. Schwartz now. This is where Schwartz is at his best, I think. Kicking the ball. Just can't quite find a teammate. He played centre midfielder with Schwartz before. He's actually a very good passer of the ball, and he hasn't really utilised his passing at all today. Ball's trying to be slipped over the top. Nice save there by Kawano. Even just through the build-up, South Hobart just passing the ball with a lot more pace and fizz. Kingborough just kind of lofting the passes in, hoping for the best. So Connell picks up the ball now, plays wide to Gorry. Just a couple of minutes left now, nearly cut out. Morton picks up, got a bit more space. Oates, oh, that one might have gone straight to Yost there. As Kawano clears, another free head for South. Lancaster, Hess, Morton, tries to find Gorry, gets it to Mees. Mees wide to Polora, brings it inside, disappointingly gives the ball away there, but wins it back. Nice work there. Cook, again. Downs picking the ball up in a deep area. Finds McShane. Looks to whip. It's a disappointing ball. Connell elects not to use his hands at first. Then does. It's to Hess. Lancaster back to Hess. Nearly queuing the rack time in this first half for South Hobart. 3-0 goals to the good. "44 minutes into this first half here at KG5. Lovely ball there by Kokobo. Finds Gorry. A bit more of an advanced position. Gets it to Berezinski. Tries to slip in. I think it's right there. South Hobart a little bit more fluid in their shape. With Yost sort of playing as a left back of sorts, and Oates playing a little bit deeper there too, allowing Gorry and Eli Wright to get forward. Ayul, wide areas. Nicely done there by South. Hess picks it up. Nice run by Wright. Well picked up there by the keeper. And it comes straight back. Kingborough just putting a bit of menace on keeping the ball. Downs picks it up. Heavy first touch. Finds Mees. Mees tries to find his centre mid. We need to put a little bit more value on keeping the ball here. Just make South Hobart work a little bit. Every time they press, they seem to give the ball away. So they do again. Robo. Back to O'Connell. Morton to Wright. Wright looks to go to Gorry. One-on-one with Schwartz. Schwartz does very well there. Nice and composed. Finds his right back in McShane. Now they're out, Kingborough. Can they do something with this? Not too many touches. Could have potentially found Polaro a bit earlier. Probably looks to go back on his right foot here. Does. Finds Downs. Downs looks for Pitt. Not quite there. Nice work from Kingborough there. Stringing 7-8 passes together. Starting on the left, bringing it out to the right. And look at that. In a great area for a free kick. So the rain just comes a little bit more sideways now. curious as to how well the magic foam from referee code is being used today. How quickly it falls away. You can see a little bit behind the ball there. Can't imagine it'd last for long as quickly whips in. It's a high cross. Lutmer gets up. No second efforts there by Kingborough. Min picks up. Keeps it in. Finds Romaro. Switches out to his keeper. Downs picks up. No options. Finds McShane. McShane just a little heavy on his touches there. Mees tries to get on the end of that one. Going now to Morton. Morton picks up. Just gliding over the pitch is Morton. Hit, picks it up, and they're out Kingborough. Finds Poller on the left-hand side there. See if he can maybe go down a little bit further to his left rather than cutting in. Tries to find Mees' feet, just misses him there. Going to be close to being it in his first half now. Two and a half minutes of additional time. A couple of injuries to South Hobart defenders. Min. Nice areas here for Kingborough. And just to get it wide to Pollera. Beats Gorry nicely. Disappointing cross there. South now. No one in front of the ball for Gorry. Morton keeps. Hess out to Berezinski. Once Kokobo. Pretty close to half time now. Hess and Lancaster. Keeping the ball. South Hobart with the majority of possession here today. And 3 goals as well. Now finds Morton. Schwartz tries to head it up right away, nearly into his arm. Would have been a pretty rough penalty if they had called it. I've seen them called there. Oates crossed into Aul. Max Clark not happy there. Up, picks up the ball. It's the Downs. Downs spreads wide to McShane. McShane with a bit of space now. And Ross does a great job of good second effort there. It looked like McShane had a lot of space, but a pretty average first touch and good bit of effort from Yost. Down spread wide to Cook. To Pollera. Finds Min. Pretty easy wall pass there from Kingborough. In a good spot. Nice first touch. Hess chases after. And a corner now. We move into that'll be the 4th minute of additional time nearly. Yep, well and truly in the 4th now. Can Kingborough get one back for half time? Just to give them a few positive vibes going into this second half. Look at Lutmer and Mees here. Feel like they're the two. Nice high cross. Just goes over Mees' head as Morton clears away. And that'll be half time here at KG5. South Hobart 3, Kingborough 0. Just have a short break now as both coaches have a chat to their players. South Hobart probably a little bit more happy. In fact, definitely a lot more happy than Kingborough put out in that first half, but he's hoping for a more exciting second. Be back shortly.
Was it intentional? Was it an accident?
He's like, what?
What makes a big arch so good? Is it big juicy beef, crispy onion, or is it the melty cheese smothered in Big Arch sauce? It's everything. New Big Arch for...
You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first.
What makes a Big Arch so good? Is it big juicy beef, crispy onion, or is it the melty cheese smothered in Big Arch sauce? It's everything. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What makes a Big Arch so good? Is it big juicy beef, crispy onion, or is it the melty cheese smothered in Big Arch sauce? It's everything. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you want to dance?
No.
No, I'll go downstairs.
welcome back here to KG5 for the second half between South Hobart and Kingborough. South Hobart leading 3-0, courtesy of goals of Adam Gorry, Nick Morton and Harrison Oates. Took a slight deflection from a near offside position for the first goal. Doesn't look to be any changes so far. I'm sure South will look to clear their bench at some point if this 3-goal advantage seems to stay in their favour. Right. Minder just having a little shot from distance there. Cutting back onto his preferred right foot there. Kokobo, who went down a couple of times in that first half, seems to be playing on. Strong centre-back pairing of himself and Jacob Lancaster back there. Downs tries to flick on. Straight to Gorry. Cook. Nice positive first touch. Deals with Oates. Finds Poller up. Gets it to Downs. Better from Kingborough. Looking to keep the ball now. So I need to use Greg Downs a little bit more. Lutmer switches out to Hugo Schwartz. Finds Cook. It's Hyun Min. Nice build up there by Kingborough. It's unlucky. Nice 8-9 pass build up there. Probably one of their longest sustained possessions in comparison to that first half, which is a good sign that they've listened to Kingborough's coach at half time. Tries to find Mees. Lancaster does well. Kim and Morton just coming together there. Let's see what Kingborough can do with these set pieces. I discussed in the first half. Mees, Lutmer, Schwartz. Oh, very likely. O'Connell, split step, ready to come forward to it. Well cleared away by Kokobo. Falls to McShane. Tries to whip in. Cleared away. Disappointing cross there for McShane. He would have liked to have got something a bit deeper there. Kingborough with the numbers out the back. South Hobart set up. Looks like Yost has maybe come in a little bit more centrally. I don't know if that's just for the moment or moving forward. Hess goes down. Cook with some space. Tries to find Mees. Gets it to Pitt. Cross in on the left. And that's a corner. Very close to staying in play. The South fans not happy with that one. It was pretty clear that went over the line, but anyway. Poller to take the corner, just clearing a little bit of water away. Can he get this one past the front post? Nice and deep. Lutmer tries to get there. Pitt pulls the trigger, falls to Downs. Some good chances. Oh, Downs. Ball just fell to him nicely there. Just hit him a little bit too high on the foot. It's gone over the bar. Downs will be disappointed with that one. Loves the goal from those deeper positions. But this is better from Kingborough. Putting South under a bit of pressure early. Connell. Well, that's all right. Looks like Yost and Ayul have changed positions again. Ayul back up top. Yost on the left. Right, just trying to get an extra couple of metres from referee code. Ayul to Yost. Just a little too cute there from Yost as Morton can't quite get on the end of that one. Shane to Lutmer. Lutmer just hoofs it forward. Good contest from Pitt. Can't quite get to Mees. Gorry now. Looks to find Ayul. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz always calm. Ball gets over the top. Nice recovery from Lancaster. Pitt does well. Little pull of the shirt. He's played advantage. I think they would have liked that one back. Gorry does well to recover. Cuts in. Good ball. That's an own goal! Oh, Lancaster. Not the best of crosses in there by Pollara, but Lancaster and O'Connell Maybe just a little bit of a communication lapse there. And tidy finish from Lancaster into the bottom right-hand corner. That's 3-1 Kingborough. But I wouldn't have thought after that first half that Kingborough would be well on top coming into the second, but here we are, 3-1. 2-goal leads are no fun. And all of South Hobart in a offside position there with 4 of their players already over the halfway line. NFL style, all running a route. Cobo plays long. Cook, good contest but misses. Oates, Downs, nicely done. Convinced that was a free kick. I thought that was pretty side by side. Downs clearly not happy. I'm not sure if Code was going to call that one, but that's Claire Green on the line there who put her flag up. As we see the South Hobart bench warming up. Alex Walter there. I think that's her Wayman as well. Gorry just clearing the excess water. The rain seems to have at least thinned out a little bit. Gorry now. Whipped in, low. Pitt, can't quite clear. Kingborough's keeper, can't quite get it away. Lutmer. Straight back to Gorry. The best of first touches. Beats one. Does well to keep the ball. Crossed in by Oates. Dangerous spot. Shane clears away. Yost. Little half turn. Kim. Down. That's a nice ball by Cook. Will it stay in? Not quite. Don't mind that from Cook though. It's a little bit of a different ball to the first half from Kingborough, where those longer balls sort of fell to the feet of South Hobart's defence. That one kind of turned around a little bit, put the defence under a bit of pressure. We need to see a little bit more of in this second half. Berezinski. Downs. As he has done for years and years, using his body really well there. Nothing silly. Just puts his body in the way, making sure that South Hobart can't win that one back. I'm sure Kingborough would love to get one back here. Shane's in some space on that right-hand side. Maybe he might look to switch, I doubt it. Downs. Whipped in pretty deep. Tries to find Lutmer, brings it down to the top. Kim. Decent first touch. Ball goes wide. Clara now with the throw. Hands it over to Cook. He might look to launch this one into the box. Mees with one in front, one behind, one to the left and one to the right. Can he flick it on?
Second ball!
Morton clears away. Not used to being that deep. Kim keeps the ball. Finds Romaro. And they've gone all the way back here. Nice press by Aul. And very nicely done there by the South Hobart centre back. Probably a bit of composure by Kobo. Right now, picks up, brings it inside. Brings in Berezinski. Finds the feet of Aul. Lutmer brings him down. No advantage paid. Nice straight ball. Schwartz maybe pulling the shirt of Morton. Downs. Nasty ball for Gorry to deal with. Finds O'Connell. Clears very well. Oates brings the ball down very easily there. Downs. Nicely done. Just flirting the line of whether that's a free kick or not. Lancaster looks to play long. Just misses his target in Yost. McShane with a nice positive first touch. Keeps the ball in play. Pitt can use his speed. Can't keep that one in. Need a little bit more from the right mid there. Needs to put a bit of pressure on the South Hobart left back. Can't just be walking back. Finds Berezinski in space. Just to play long to Oates. Lead away by Cook. Falls to Yost. Just can't quite keep it under there. As Lutman now plays long. He's really looking where that one's going. Yes, to Lancaster. Goes to Kikobo. Now to Berezinski. So Hobart just haven't quite found it yet. Sure it'll get there. Gives it to Gorry. Floats one in. It's in! Gorry! With his second goal of the game. He himself knows that was not a shot, but counts all the same. Adam Gorry with his second of the match. South Hobart 4, Kingborough 1. Morton, as a good captain should, brings his team in and says, got to lift our standards here, boys. Gorry with a big smile on his face, knowing full well that he probably meant to put that to the penalty spot, but it's found a way into the back of the net. South Hobart now 3 goals up. Kingborough probably had the better of possession so far. South Hobart would be very pleased to have that 3-goal lead reinstated. Pitt does well. Maybe a little shirt tug, yep, and there it is. Was there. Just see the shirt being pulled there from Berezinski that I had a little talking to. Pitt's been lively so far. Using his pace nicely. The last few from Downs have probably been a little bit deep. Might try and look to get this one in a little bit more central.
Second ball! Eli, second ball!
Can Schwartz or Lutmer get on the end of this one? It's a better ball in. Well taken by O'Connell. There's a little bit of a shirt pull there. Saw Neil Amese's shirt get a little tight on him. And they're playing out from the back nicely now. Lovely build up. Lancaster cuts out his row and Pitt there. South Hobart keeping possession. Don't have a next pass. Oates shows. Drops off to Hess. Great little bit of work there. Lovely work there by Pollara. He probably wouldn't have been that impressed with his first half, but seems to have lifted in the second here. Downs really driving his team to get better. Schwartz across to Lutmer. Lutmer looks to play long. Can't quite clear Gorry. Finds Oates. Oates to Hess. Cook does well. Hess now. Good bit of composure. Schwartz. Getting the ball forward there. Lancaster. Back to O'Connell. Maybe a little blindly, but O'Connell does well to fix that one up. Finds right. Positive first touches. Morton does well. Berezinski. That's a lovely ball out to right on the left. Can he find a teammate? Oh, it's a disappointing effort. Great chance there, though, for South. Lovely tackle by Hess. They're the ones you love to do as a centre defensive midfielder. Sliding across, taking out the opposition winger. Him now, into Downs. Downs to Lutmer. Lutmer just misses his man. Schwartz was ready for it, though. Milano, very composed. Very good with his feet as well. Lutmer, looking to ball in behind. Pitt does well. Bit of challenge there. Lovely touch by Kobo. So classy. Just never seems rushed when the ball's at his feet. That's good Kobo. Brzezinski. Dale. Finds Oates. Advantage paid. Gorry being slipped in on a hat-trick. He's brought down to the box. And referee code says, not today, Gorry. Thought there might have been something in that. But I think the benefit of the doubt has been given to the defenders, noting this this wet weather today. I feel like if that might have been on a dry field, might have been a different decision there. But I'm sure umpire Code will have a good explanation why, as McConnell sweeps in behind. Pitt just getting a little touch on that one. It's like South Hobart gun winger Alex Walton now getting some instructions from Coach Max Clark. Likely to be for Harrison Oates, I would have thought. Pitt finds Mees, well cut out by Lancaster. This will be a double sub. Connell finds Berzinski. This will be Rex Maddock that's coming on as well. Pitt picks the ball up in a wide area. Can't find a teammate. Does well. Finds McShane. Shane to Lutmer. Lutmer whips in. Mees. Uses his height nicely. Puts go around to pressure. And now Oates is out. Well chased back by Polara. Oates does well. And a bit of experience there by Nick Morton. Just putting his body in the way between the defender and the ball. As Ryan Cook picks up a yellow card there. The first of the game. Well, there's a few subs coming up now. Morton pretty slow to get up. In no rush. This will be one sub for Kingborough and two for South Hobart.
Bubble! Bubble! Harry!
Yep, and it is Oates. Oates for Walter. Who scored the first goal. Don't think he knew too much about it. And Rex Maddock comes on. Raul. And Kim comes off for Kingborough. And it looks like Tristan Galter's come on. They all pressed very well today. Obviously didn't get on the scorecard, but was in some great areas and obviously created a little bit for his teammates. Gorry now on a hat-trick. Floats it in. Lancaster just tries to flick it across towards the back post. No deal. Looks like Maddox come on in that wide position on the right. Walters come into the centre. His long hair flowing in the rain today. Goes on to Mees. Flicks on. Looks as though Gold probably playing in the more advanced position in comparison to Kim. Kim was sort of playing as a more of an advanced sort of box-to-box midfielder. Well, Holt looks to have come on at more of a 10. And potentially, just looking at how they've been set up now, they've gone the two centre defensive midfielders and then the 110 rather than the other way around with the one centre defensive midfielders and the two box-to-box. As the ball gets caught in the water there. Hess does well. Cook does well. Just pushed in the side from Walter. A little unnecessary, but I think Walter knew that he got second to that one. Cook does well, putting his body in the line. It's Kingborough. We've had plenty of free kicks today. Would hope to potentially be able to create something here. Downs. Look to go towards the back post. There it is. Lutmer, Mies and Schwartz all in each other's pockets. Lutmer picks up the ball. Support. Little flick. Goes into the box. Connell decides to punch. Straight to Pitt. Pitt to Lutmer. Falls to Downs. Top of the box. Oh, that might have been a Greg Downs special there. Shout out to his brother Chris, who's very much known for goals from out there. Been nice if he had have slipped that one into the top left-hand corner. A good chance for Kingborough though. Lancaster now on the ball, finds Walter. Walter releases Berezzinski. Morton out wide. Wright picks the ball up now. Yoss shows. Wright keeps possession, does well, burns one. Just tries to do a little bit too much there. That's okay, they were around the 18-yard box. That's the sort of areas where you don't mind your attacking players. Just trying to beat a man or two there. Walter brings it down to Hess. Hess just tries to roll that one through, but the water just and Yost very stupidly there just kicked the ball into the corner of the field for absolutely no reason at all. They're 4-1 up. If anything, you'd rather a Kingborough player chase after the ball and maybe exert a bit more energy there. The 67th minute now. What can Kingborough do? Not much. Just play along. Cobo brings the ball down to Wright. Nicely done there by South. And they're out. Wright. Not much to pass to. Finds Walter. Walter to Berezzinski. And can't quite work that one out as Morton puts in chase. Shane. Very composed. And just as he becomes uncomposed, the ball goes out for a throw. Mies. Pitt tries to bring the ball down. Yost. Unlucky there. Good challenge there by Gold, who's just come on in the last couple of minutes. Gorry. Just a little bit of pinball here. No team really with any sustained possession. Schwartz. Finds Cook. Cook on his non-preferred right. It's that one. Sneak through to the keeper. Maddock. Nice positive touches. Tries to flick over the top. Not quite. Not sure who that one was to, but that's okay. And I think we're 3-on-3 here with Cobo. Puts the ball down. Tristan Gold putting in a lot of effort here. Love to see that from a sub, trying to impact the game. South able to play through. Yost. The conditions now a little harder for South to continue their high possession style play. I'd be surprised if Clark uses his full bench today with another 3 stubs still available. Finds Hess. Hess gives the ball away. Pitt in a good spot. Well cleared away there by Lancaster. Like it could have been something there from Kingborough. Does well. Walter. Just drifting wide. Not able to do too much with that one. Schwartz now with a bit of time and space. Morton puts a bit of pressure on. Cook. Doesn't have much to pass to. Finds Palara. Tries to flick over the top. And Code gets in the way. They play advantage. Gorry picks up. Happy to keep the ball. Hess finds Berezzinski. Berezzinski with space. Wright's open on the left. Finds him nicely. Whipped in on the left. Walter in a good spot. As Kawano fists that one away. Gorry crosses in. Lutmer clears to the top of the box. Yost, 1 touch. 2 touch. And shot. Bad effort there by Yoss. Gorry crosses in. Lutmar clears away. Maddock does well to bring the ball down. Downs clears away. Kingborough now. Balara finds the feet of Gold. Says to Pitt, go on, chase after it. As he does. Wright's been very good at the back today. Always joining in when required. Pitt, who's obviously got a fair bit of space and pace. Lancaster. Never hurried. Matic down the line. Well tackled there by Schwartz. Won all the ball there. Kind of hooked his leg around in another way. Could have been a free kick, but not this time as South win the ball back. Yost cuts back into his preferred right. Shoots. Seen that one go in many times from Austin Yost. Disappointed not to have hit the target on that one. Rhino plays short to Lutmar. Pitt wants to get past right. Does very well. Pitt does nicely. Kingborough winning a corner now. 3 goals behind. 20 minutes to go now in this one. So move into the 70th. Only goal in this half going to Adam Gorey on a cross that just managed to find the back of the net. Floating across the Kingborough keeper's goal. Take him however he gets him. Whipped in. Mees. Top of the box to Downs. One touch. Does well. Everyone thinking he's going to shoot. Looking to cross again. And win another corner. This time Gorey clearing away. In the building here thought Greg Downs is going to pull the trigger there. Ball falling to him at the top of the box. Lava on the corner. Seems to have instruction to whip them in with a bit of height. Mind seeing one come in a little bit lower here. To put a bit more pressure on that South defence who are used to those higher crosses. This one a bit lower. Into the side netting. Disappointed with that one, Palara. Connell. Decides to go long. Kingborough press quite high. Lutmer and Walter. Side by side. Downs. Just a little aggressively there. To right. South Hobart doing very well to ball out to the right hand side. Gives it to Maddock. Maddock with a bit of space. Early cross. Finds Schwartz. Had a little bit more time. Maybe could have looked to have found Downs or Murray there through the centre. You don't know. Last time Gorry did have a hat-trick. I don't think it would have been recently. Maddock back to Gorry. Finds Walter. Walter. Hasn't quite found his feet in this game yet. Always hard coming off the bench. He's been under a bit of an injury cloud as well. Coming off around the 55-minute mark in that Australia Cup game on Wednesday night. Cobo. That's a Lancaster. South happy to retain possession now. Gorry well inverted. Letting Maddock in those wide spots. Lovely cross in. Good area. South just not quite prepared. Right in some space. Morton. Spawning cross well picked out by Lutmar. Lutmar to Romero. As Big Shame finds Mees. Well defended there again by Wright. Mees just hasn't really had the service so far today. Very composed there by Hess.
Breaks out in the press from Kingborough. Schwartz cuts that one out, finds Pitt. Just changed from the right-hand side to the left. Probably look to go back over there. Downs, finds Pollara. Keeps possession. Race towards the last 15 minutes here. Shane over the top, that's a nice ball. Pitt, good positive first touch. And well kept out there by O'Connell. Kingborough in a good area, will be disappointed with how that one played out. Morton just tries to play that one over the top, not sure who to. Ball switched out now, Cook picks up. Maddock putting on a bit of pressure. Lovely bit of defensive work right there from the right winger from South. Pollara sees Pitt out wide, finds him. Kingborough now look to make their second sub. Pitt beats one. Can't quite get past the second. Does well to keep his feet. And Yoss does well to provide a bit of support. Another change now for Kingborough. Max Romero coming off. Ojwire coming on. To come on in a wider spot. By the looks of it on the left-hand side. Pollara coming into a more central role. 2 more changes for South as well. This will be Ollie White and Toby Herwainen. So I imagine Kingborough look to launch this one into the box. Shane finds Pitt. Finds Downs. Crosses in. Gorry does well. Cook picks up. Finds Ojwire. Crosses into Gorry. Clears away. Cook. It's Pollara. Nice and composed. Cook on his preferred left. Opens his body shape. Whips in. Good chance here. He can't quite get on the end of it. O'Connell. Poor cross in by McShane there. Ball's up. Very composed. Stefan right. Plays over the top. Curves his run nicely, does Walter. Sees Morton. Can't quite get in there. South Hobart players all lining up for a 5th goal potentially. Walter does well to keep the ball there. Looks to find Maddock. Get it over the top. Schwartz, lovely little ball on the outside of the foot there. Good bit of pace. Love to see it from goal. It's a good cross. Can't quite get the end of it as it's cleared away by South. There Schwartz keeps the ball there. Finds Lutmer. Lutmer into Pitt. Probably had a bit of time to maybe bring that one down. Centre back under a bit of pressure. Ball swept over the top. I think the ball needed to come to Downs there. This will be the two more substitutions here for South. As Mushi Kukobo comes off. It's terrific today. Maybe just nursing a little injury there. Looks to be Ollie White who's coming on for him. Mark would come on in the centre of the park. And Yossi comes off on the other side there. Ollie White going to drift into the 10 potentially. And Hawainen coming in at centre back for Kukobo, who was one of South's better players today. Incredibly composed on the ball, never rushed. Brzezinski picks up the ball, gives it away, finds Mies. Hawainen. Finds Brzezinski. South happy to keep the ball now. 3 goals in front. Finds White. White turns. Puts the play over the top nicely. Maddock onto it. Only one player in the box at the moment. Bit of a heavy touch. Finds Morton. Cleared away by McShane. Thought his touch might have been a little hezzy there. Hess on the left now. Crosses in. Maddock. Would have been a tidy finish if he had to put that one into the left-hand corner there. His body shape coming away from the goal. Always one that's quite hard to keep down. Good effort there by Maddock. South now looking to get 1 or 2 more. Leading this game, 4 goals to 1. Gorry with 2. Morton with 1. And Harrison Oates, a slight defection in the first couple of minutes of the game. Good 4 touches there by Pollara. Can't quite find a teammate. Ball looks like it might roll out. And does. Finds Mees. South have done a great job of keeping Noah Mees out of this game today. Bit of an unusual shot there by Downs. More like a cross than a shot, but just trying to catch out O'Connell. Want to press high. South's just doing too good of a job playing around it. Rainen, out wide to right. Right finds White. Rolls it into Walter. Just give a bit of space. Thinks about shooting. Quiet back to Hess. Good positive body shape there. Gives it wide to Gorry. 1-on-1. South just with so much space out here. It's ball wide to right. Tries to slip in White. Does well. Maybe a corner, but goal kick says nothing code. Not long left now. 8 minutes left in this one. Mees maybe leading with an elbow there. And a yellow card as Walter cops one to the face. Mees trying to argue that he's just putting his arms out. Never been an issue for me with my height, but obviously Noah Mees, who's head and shoulders above a couple of other players, can be hard using your elbows there. As the trainer's called on. Just making sure Walter's okay, considering it's a head knock. So waves off the train up. Hess and Berezinski, who have been instrumental today in ensuring South's been organised. Having a chat in the middle. Lancaster, wide to Gorry. Just kicks the ball away there. Does well, finds Mees. Tries to roll him in. Ojua putting in a lot of effort there. A little build up for Kingborough, but that's nothing in the end. Connell. Ooh, nicely flicked on. White with a bit of space. Schwartz side by side. Maybe could have been a foul. Does well though. Downs. Ball over the top to Pitt. Worked hard all day, has Pitt. Wright has been equal to the contest though. Does well to get past him, Pitt. Crossed in. Good save by O'Connell. Pushed it out to a dangerous spot, but South managed to deal with. Maddock picks the ball up. Drops it into White. White puts it into the corner. Just a little bit too much on it. I don't mind that though. Maddock's obviously got pace to burn. Fresh on for this match today. Lara driving as Morton chases nicely. Ojwaya rolls him in. Pollara in a good spot. Just lets the ball run a little bit too far. A split second too long there, Palara. Just see him assessing his options, and as he was doing that, the ball just a little bit too far. Nothing more infuriating when you're in a decent position like that, and the ball just gets away from you a little bit there. South happy to go long again. Noting how high Kingborough pressed. Kawano. Distribution's been pretty good today. Lutmer. And that's what we call the commentator's curse, as he misses one there. Lutmer. Plays long now to Pitt. Pitt flicks on. Good contest there. One who's just come on. Lovely little pass there by Eli Wright. Connell finds Gorry, who's inverted to more of a central role to his classic right back position. Waynan finds Hess. Walter picks the ball up, finds Morton, lets the ball run. Wasn't quite there. Hartman now. A few players out on the left. Just tries to play along and gives it away again. Downs is happy to go along. Flower picks the ball up. He's got people out left. Finds Ojawa in a good spot. Whips in. Oh, just across knees now. Give him a bit of space. Right backs off. Pitt. Lovely positive touch. Gets past another. Nice work around Pitt. Crossed in. Might have caught him in the region you don't want to get caught in there. Waynan looks to be in a fair bit of pain. Hopefully he's okay there, but I feel like it might have just got him in the wrong spot. Only a couple of minutes left now. South Hobart 4, Kingborough 1. The only NPL matchup of today. 2 games in Launceston both called off. And the game at Wentworth Park also cancelled. Waynan now back on his feet. Only a couple of minutes left. South only with the goalkeeper on the bench. Connell absorbs a bit of pressure. And South have got a 4-on-4 here. Does well to find Wright. He's been running up and down all day. White's open in the middle. Speed him. Walter's just waiting. Wright beats him again. On the left. Real short. Goal might have been nice there for Eli Wright. He's worked hard today. Really put Rowan Pitt under a lot of pressure, considering his very quick pace. Guano going long now. He's no way is he letting South get to that one. One's like Mupp. Opens it up. Guano. Schwartz. Schwartz finds Palara. Gives it to Downs under a bit of pressure. A bit of composure. Mupp. Assesses his options. Tries to whip over the top. Waynan can't quite clear. Connell under a bit of pressure now. Finger press, not really a line there. Palara picks the ball up. He's got options out on his left. Beats Maddock. Wins the ball nicely. Falls to Ojawa. Cuts in. And can't quite get his foot around that one as it rolls out for a goal kick. Can't imagine there'll be too much injury time here. A couple of stoppages. maybe a couple of minutes, but score 4-1. Pretty close to a foregone conclusion here. So might look to get on the score sheet. Brzezinski not quite able to find his striker there. Kingborough will be pretty disappointed with how this one's played out today, I think. Would like to have been able to create a little bit more, put South under a bit more pressure. They were set up quite right in that first half, and always hurts in that. Just after you score a goal, the opposing team manages to get one back to make it a 3-goal gap. Haven't really been able to get Noah Mees into the game today. Greg Downs also worked hard. Maddock tries to flick the ball on. Schwartz does well. Ooh, gee. That one looked like it might have hurt. Maddock, great second effort though. Clara finds Mees. Right to Pilara. Hess does well to win the ball back. Minsky flicked over the top. Walter looked like a man on the mission there. Wins the ball. White's open. Can he make it 5? Not quite. Lovely bit of effort there from Alex Walter. Ball falls to right. And keep his ball there. Can't be long left now. Guano rolls it out to McShane. Shane can't quite find a Kingborough teammate. Pits the ball up. Good second efforts. A bit of a high foot. Walks up. Puts his body nicer there and wins the throw. As we count down the seconds here at KG5. Code. Maybe just having a quick glance at his watch there. There's another one. Can't be long left now. Right. Finds Hess. Hess with a pretty heavy first touch. Shane needs to keep it in play. Down the line. Kingborough got a bit of space now. Mees picks the ball up. Finds Ojwaya. Can he find a teammate? Whipped on the left. Just floats over the top there for a goal kick. South Hobart in absolutely no hurry to take this one. Owning their 4-1 lead. O'Connell. What very well could be the last kick of the game. Is it long? Walter back inside to Hess. Hess to White. White tries to find Maddock. Can't quite get him in there. Cook with some good touches. Quite win it back. Is it White to Maddock? He's got a touch. Can he find a teammate? Maybe pull the trigger himself. Bit of time. Tries to do the unselfish thing there. Probably could have just pulled the trigger and put the Kingborough goal in a bit of trouble. Hess, wide to Gorry. Maddock, close to being offside. He's waiting for the heavy challenge to Schwartz, but referee Cobe was well and truly on top of that one. Guano. Still looking to try and create something here for Kingborough. Shouting encouragement. Gorry. Schwartz does well. Straight to Maddock though. And there it is. South Hobart 4-1 victors here today at KG5. Far too good for fourth place Kingborough as South Hobart now extend their lead at the top. Noting that all other teams below them will have a game in hand. 2 goals to Adam Gorry. One to Nick Morton and one to Harrison Oates in the very first minute of the game. South Hobart will be very happy to bounce back after close loss to South Melbourne on Wednesday night, and then also to bounce back after that draw against Devonport last week. Once again, my name is Zach Peace, and it's been a pleasure here today to call this game on a very wet, wintry Tasmanian day. On behalf of Football Tasmania, see you next time.
I think I'm going to slip down on it.
I just realised Scott still hasn't had it.
Oh.